This morning we're going to take you down memory lane. Yes, indeed. We have a lot of material to cover.
Join me and Bonaventure on Saturdays for your alternative sports program, Sports Forum, and Keep Informed.
SFV.
Do you have medical insurance from SFV? Remember, your medical insurance card is only valid on St.Maarten. Traveling abroad for vacation or a short stay, we recommend you purchase medical travel insurance.
Pleasant good morning, radio listeners and our online viewers. We're streaming live on Facebook. PJD2102.7, May the 4th, Remembrance Day for those who perished in the Second World War, during the Second World War. Big day celebrating. So we want to wish everyone who lost relatives during that period, of course, much strength today on Remembrance Day. Sports Forum is on. We're here in the building. No cycling this morning. The weather didn't cooperate, and we're in the mix of the carnival season. So sporting activities is at a low this week. Everyone is focused on the parades and the jump up. We're supposed to have the representative of the Simple Sports Foundation back with us here this morning to talk about we're going to be talking about the ABCS tournament. So as my guests jump in here with me, we're going to get ready to rock and roll in a few moments. Of course, we got to congratulate all the cyclists last week who took part in the Jamaica Webster, the 17th annual Jamaica Webster cycling race over there in Anguilla. Make sure if you missed that race, you can check us out on our Facebook page. We have a great summary of the entire race, man. You can get all the highlights of that race and watch your cycling race. But let's go over to the guests in our studio because we got an action-packed program for us this morning. We have an action-packed program this morning. Back with us, man. This is a two-peat. This is like a road match, man. This is a two-peat, man. Back with us. You see him there on the camera. Those of you watching on Facebook, not other than the man, Ashton Lake Blade himself. Morning and welcome to the program, man. Welcome back.
Good morning.
Good morning to the viewers. Good morning to you, 7 tuning.
Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing?
So far, we're doing good so far.
How you enjoy the carnival days, man?
Well, I enjoy myself very much.
You still able to make preparations for the big tournament during carnival?
Well, that's like I was saying last time. We have a team, so piece here, piece there, and we get it together.
All right. Listen, you guys are back. We are a few days away from the tournament, 4 days away from the start of the tournament. You're going to bring us up to date on all the latest developments. What's going on with the ABCS tournament? And we got, besides Mr. Lake, of course, this morning we have Jamila Oliver back with us. And then first time, I know this man from basketball. I don't really know him playing no softball. Maurits Ilitsa. Maurits, you still playing basketball?
Nah.
Give him the microphone there, Jamila, man. Let me. Yeah. He don't want to go. Okay. Maurits, no more basketball. You quit basketball?
Good morning to you, Mr. Bonaventure and your listeners. Before we start, happy birthday to the man himself, Mr. Ashton Lake.
Thank you very much.
But listen, but Blade, you come in here without a piece of cake, nothing for Master D. I mean, you don't have to bring nothing for me, at least something for Master D, man.
Well, I got to say, the people that finished baking talking to me last time.
So it's still not of it. Hey, happy birthday to you, man. Congratulations on your special day, man.
Thanks very much.
Wishing you much more years of good health and positive energy because you're doing a lot. You're a busy man, so we can't have a good man like you don't. So all the best.
Thank you very much.
Any special plans today? Party later? We could announce it now. Or the people know where they gotta come. Which booth we gotta come later?
No partying. Just trying to get the ABC finish up and the party in the future for sure.
All right.
But right about now, the show must go on with ABCS.
So talk to me. Who gonna jump in and update us on where we are? And we ain't gonna leave it up to Jamila this one, right? No. So how are preparations going for the tournament, Maud? It's all the teams still on board. You got the ABC. So that's Aruba, Bonaventure, Curacao, St.Maarten, and then we adding another S behind for Stacia.
Yes, Stacia.
ABCS SS. So how are things going? All the teams still on board?
There was a little setback with Team Bonaventure. They said they didn't get no flights to come, which was, I find to me, is a winner problem too, because we never could at least make a deal with the teams. Because it's a island something, is a ABCS, so like a tourism something, so the flight must get full. Well, actually Bonaventure decided last minute they can't make it, so it's not no more, Bonaire's not coming anymore, so we have 3 teams from Curacao, 1 from Aruba, 1 from Stacia, and 3 from St.Maarten. So it's only 8 teams participating right now.
Well, then we could add another team from St.Maarten that starts with a B, Babylon, maybe. we keep the B there. But they're busy with Carnival too. They may be gonna. So 3 teams from Curacao. Swift in it, because I know everybody looking out to see Swift play on St.Maarten. Swift is a powerhouse. Which team's coming from Curacao? We got confirmation of which team's coming from Curacao now?
Yeah, we have the Swift, Sikosa, and Terremoto.
Swift, Sikosa, and Terremoto. Aye. So this thing is gonna be hot. Ture you Curacao nang tikusali pa bingwak wake nang the ABCS na Urban Baco Richardson Stadium. Curacao te. And who's coming from Aruba?
Happy Brothers.
Happy Brothers. They're the champs from Aruba? Or?
They are the main organizers from Aruba.
Main organizers.
Yeah, so the main organizers really have to be there every time the tournament goes on.
Okay.
The other teams can switch, but that rule is coming to a change now.
Okay. So tell us a bit about the rules from the ABCS, because you mentioned one of the main rules, the main organizers. So so which teams are the main organizers from the ABCS?
Right now, the main organizer for Curacao is it does a joint down there with Terremoto and Swift.
Terremoto and Swift, okay.
The one from St.Maarten now, since we came over from WIB, it got turned over to us.
Okay.
It's come through Simple Sports Foundation. Stacia will be Thunders. And Aruba will be Happy Brothers.
Happy Brothers. All right. So now, when are the games scheduled to kick off? Everything is set for the games to kick off on Wednesday? Wednesday, May 8th. Everything is set. So when are the teams going to start arriving on the island?
Some of the teams will start to arrive from the 7th of the 6th, Monday.
Yeah, some Monday, some coming Tuesday.
Okay, get Jamila.
Yeah, we have some that are coming in on Monday. We have Stacia coming in on Tuesday, and on Wednesday we have. So let's say some of the teams coming half.
Okay.
And then on Thursday is when Happy Brothers and Sikosa is coming in. So we actually have them coming in daily. So for example, Happy Brothers, we're not going to see them until the evening of the 30th. The Thursday, sorry, that will be their first game because they're coming in the morning.
So what's the format that you guys gonna play in this ABCS tournament? What's the format that's gonna be used? We know the format. Which teams are gonna be in which pools? No,
we do.
Yeah.
It's already set. But
okay. Maurits gonna tell me, or you gonna tell me?
We can tell you. So we have them. We're gonna play actually in the 2 pools this time, because initially we did have it as 3 pools, but seeing with the fact that there are 8 teams now, it would not be efficient because you don't want them to travel and then just play with like 2 games, for example. So now it's going to be 2 pools. So we have in Pool A, we have Swift, we have Superstars from St.Maarten, Sluggers from St.Maarten, and Sikosa from Curacao. So that's going to be the pool A.
Then the pool of death there.
We've been in that
I like the
pool
pool of death.
We've been in that pool for some years.
So they gonna feel the pain now. Hey, Scombo and Theo, I gotta get ready, boy. Wow, that's a pool of death there, boy. And who's gonna be in pool B? So the rest is gonna be pool B. So they're gonna be Happy Brothers,
Controllers, Stacia, and Terremoto.
and Terremoto.
From Curacao.
Terremoto from Curacao.
Yeah.
Wow, Scombo, boy, get ready with the Sluggers, boy. But the Sluggers is a good team, man. So I sure the Sluggers and Superstars don't bring in the supporting staff already. The team's allowed to reinforce, right? That's in the rules, or?
They have to be living.
Okay, the reinforcement, they can reinforce, yes, but they cannot bring in players from abroad.
Oh, why?
Only players like from Holland that was living in St.Maarten, that were born in St.Maarten, you can bring in.
Oh boy, oh
If
boy.
you bring in a player, the player had to play a couple games here before they play.
Okay.
So if
But
you bring in a first-time player, he cannot play.
okay, so but players playing in the regular
Yes,
softball
you
competition
can
can reinforce the Sluggers and
the
the
teams, yes.
so players from the Illegales and Blue Jays and all those good pictures that they got. I think they got a Cuban guy there. Who take the Cuban? The Cuban guy who's the good picture.
That will be way to be seen.
But pitching is going to be extremely important in this tournament because it's fast pitch or slow pitch.
It's open modified. It's like fast. It can be fast.
It's not fast speed, not really fast speed, because fast speed you can jump. So it's open modified. You can slingshot, but you cannot throw side arm.
Okay. Side arm, that's I think on it. Yeah, okay. That's,
No windmill.
I think what his name from let's throw something like that. You know, throw a little bit like that sometimes. Not always.
Well, I always say this: once the umpire don't stop you, you just keep going.
What about good point? What about the umpires? Any officials? We using officials from St.Maarten or all the teams walking with their umpires? What's the requirement of
we
that?
using the umpires from St.Maarten, headed by Elton Jones.
Okay.
Actually, the plan was to take an umpire from every island. They decided last minute that they cannot come, so
Because that would have been ideal.
yeah.
Yeah, I would want it.
Okay. Now, what else you want the radio listeners to know about this tournament that is going to go on? Because it starts on the Wednesday. We know who playing the first game on the Wednesday already?
Yes.
Who's playing the first game on the Wednesday? Jamila gone in the computer.
No, he has.
Controllers in Stacia.
Controllers up against the Thunders Oka Station. All right.
Second game will be Superstars versus Swift.
That's a good game. People got to make. What time the first game starting on Wednesday?
7:30.
7:30. And there time limit on the games? Are you playing? How much innings you playing?
1 hour and a half or 5 innings.
Okay, 1 hour and a half or 5 innings. So definitely not necessarily going to be a late
Knockout
night.
rules and
Knockout rules in full effect. Okay, and Thursday then, who's going to, what time you starting off on Thursday with the games? Also at 7:30 in the evening? 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, we're starting at 1 because I think based on the last time we were here, we were saying at 10 o'clock because it's supposed to be all day. But with the 8 teams, we're starting 1 o'clock every day for the rest of the tournament. We may start a little later on the Saturday so that you can give persons that they finish work, they can come on the field and enjoy the games. So on Thursday and Friday for sure, we're starting at 1 and we're running straight through till the night.
1 o'clock straight through to the night. Wow. I asked you guys last time about entrance fee. Any admittance fee to get into this Irwin Baca Richardson League Stadium?
No entrance fee.
No,
Support the bar in the
kitchen.
just come out and support the bar in the kitchen. So make sure you buy at least two plates of food for the day. Don't go on 1 plate of food. You gotta ask them something. I mean, this is a top level tournament. You get them for free. I mean, just next door, somebody next door in Carnival Village would have charged him $40 to be able to see the show. So this is a great opportunity. So we want all the softball fans, baseball fans. This is the first time the tournament. No, last time he told me this is not the first time it's being held here.
Third time.
Third time it's being held on St. Maarten. Okay. Now, what else the radio listeners need to know about the tournament? Any message you want to send out?
Yeah, so basically just that they know, okay, we're starting at 1 o'clock on every day, and then we are going straight into the game into the night. So of course the different teams will be starting on 1 o'clock. We're starting with Terremoto from Curacao against Stacia as well, so they know where we're starting, and then we continue going, and then as the teams come and land, of course, on the island, then we'll be seeing them in the evening. On the final day, we have the games at 1, 3, and 5. So that's semis and finals. Finals is at 5 p.m.
So you have 2 pools. Each team gonna play each other once in the pool.
Correct.
And then the top 2 going over to the semifinals.
No, we did it this time,
Okay.
we did the top 3.
Top 3 going over to the
So we did
semifinals.
the top 3, so there will be the top 16 that will be playing on the Saturday.
On the Saturday.
That way as well too, because we want to do that. You keep you battle it, you keep going until,
Yeah.
So we're doing the top 6 teams, so that's 3 from each pool. They're gonna play each other, so then we're gonna do, of course, the knockout first versus
So
6.
how would Saturday go?
So Saturday will be at 1 o'clock, let's say, or 3 most probably. It'll be the first place versus 6th place, second place versus
first place from pool A versus 6th place from pool B.
no, how it's gonna
Whatever.
be it's like, let's say, okay, so the top from pool A and pool B, so they will be, let's say, first from each of their pools,
Okay.
and based on their how would you say
Runs.
runs against, they would be placed first and second.
Okay.
And then we do the same thing. Second place will be placed third and fourth. Third place, 5th and 6th.
Okay.
So then it's like a.
So you can rank them based on
On
their winning percentage and runs, etc. So everybody can get a ranking from 1 to 6, and then 1 gonna go against 6.
Correct.
2 against
at least
5.
They know, okay, if they win their
3
pool,
against
they
4.
know they're 1 or 2 for sure.
Okay.
In that sense. And then in the Sunday, when we're doing the semis, so then we'll go to the top 4 teams. So what is going to be the winners from the games on Saturday? Those 3 winners will automatically go into the semifinals, and the best loser is going to also go over. So then we go into top 4 on Sunday,
Okay.
and then from the 2 winners, then we go to final game.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the price for the final? You giving up rings and medals, or what's the big prize? Is there a big prize for winning the ABCS tournament?
Yeah.
Special surprise.
Trophies and special surprise.
Trophies and special surprise. Okay.
Only be seeing them, so you have to come out to the
You have to come out and see. Yeah.
Okay. I thought the ABCS had their own ring and thing that when you win an ABCS championship you get.
You see on Sunday.
Yes.
Come out.
It sounds like I got rings and I just don't want to tell me that. It sounds like I got rings. I got something up. No, on Sunday you also mentioned you're gonna have a big party after the game.
Yes, definitely. So we'll have our very own control band. They'll be playing from 7 to 10 on Sunday. So we end it off with a big bash.
Yeah.
Now, for those, of course, a big tournament like this, those who can't who can't make it out to the stadium, you guys are doing streaming. You're gonna be able to do the streaming.
Yes. So we'll do streaming as well. But they will be connecting to our Facebook page, which is
Okay.
SXM Controller Survivors.
Okay.
That is something, of course, we will start to share out already, so persons can get familiar with it, and they can watch the games live via that for the whole weekend.
Okay. So you got streaming, you got everything in place. So those persons who are not able to make it to the stadium, they can always. But we want you to come out to the stadium because you got to buy at least 1 plate of food for yourself.
You might get an extra streaming too from Mr. Avin too.
Well, I got do a little commentary. I could do a little commentary, but it's a lot of games though. So we have to bring in Blade to do a little commentary as well, because I know the man, he good at it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we will definitely say that they really come out to support even like the bar and the food, because the Little League will be the ones that are doing the food. So of course now that is a fundraising for them to build up their the kids, the children, everything, the youth. So we really would like everyone to really support, because of course at the end of the day is a youth that we're actually working for.
So you're working jointly with the league, because most organizations would want to hold the food for themselves. So Simple Sports Federation is working together jointly with League on this. Okay, that's good to know as well.
So of course, we're coaches, coaches as well of the youth. So you have to build up the youth somehow. You need a funding for it. So with Little League, at least that's something that can help them continue their
activities, and I guess they're getting ready to travel. I gotta get Mr. Mikey Hyman in here soon to talk about that, because I guess they're getting ready to participate in the regional league tournaments. I know that's a big thing that all the athletes always look forward to. Well, radio listeners, if you just joined us, of course, you're in tune to Sports Forum for today, May 4th. I'm Antonio Venturin in here with you, man, for the full hour. We have an action-packed program. First part of the program is speaking to representatives of the Simple Sports Foundation, and we're talking about the ABCS tournament. The ABCS tournament kicks off on May 8th and going all the way down to May 12th, right? All the action is at the Erwin Bucker Richardson Little League Baseball Stadium and baseball and softball stadium. We got to include softball. You look at the weather. How the weather go be for these days, for those days, boy? Any because these days I never noticed so much rain in May before, but I noticed the good thing is it look like Blade. It only raining as much up in Soccer Garden when you reach Strong thing on the rain.
That's true.
That is so true.
When you reach Strong, there's no rain whatsoever. I like what?
Yep. Last time I drove into it, because they told me it's raining. I was like, no, it's not. We want to do, batting practice. She was like, on what cage you going to bat on? She's like, it's pouring. When I drive into Soccer Garden, it's like a whole other place.
Yes.
It was dry in town.
Wow.
So I was like, yeah.
So
it's looking good.
they're looking good.
Yeah.
So Maurits, you the coach also for the controllers. Controllers ready for this ABCS tournament, because of course this year you guys playing in front of a home crowd, capacity crowd, and I noticed over the last couple of months great effort from the St.Maarten United Softball Association. Softball is on the rise, so I expect a capacity crowd to come out to look at these games. Controllers ready?
Well, we have to be ready. We are always ready.
Okay. Now Blade just shake his head like, come on. Now
The coach, is the captain of the team.
Well,
Coach is Aston, manager is Aston, and Mark Edwards is the coach.
well, Bear coaching as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, next basketball player.
But I know Bear. I know Bear as a coach, man. I know Bear coaching.
You gotta remember that Bear was one of the
Original
catchers with Cowboys playing baseball years back.
Yeah. Back in the days, he used to do some catching. I think he
He
did
knows the game very good.
He did some pitching as well, if I'm mistaken.
I can't remember him pitching. I would like to see
In his league days, I think Blair used to pitch for Amana back in the days,
Amana?
man. Yeah, man.
I can't-
Red Patch or Amana, one of those two teams, man.
Now he never play Red Patch. It could be Kendall Hollins.
No.
Mana.
Eversley Baptist was one
pitcher
of the
for
top,
Thunder Hornets.
was pitching for, but listen, Blade, leave us know if you used to pitch for Red Patch or Amana. One of those two
Bear,
teams. Bear, sorry. Hey, let's see the online. You're getting a lot of shout outs to you, Blade, of course, from Sean Blair, Miguel Merkman over there in St. Eustatius. Clavis Henderson, man, pleasant good morning to you. How are you doing, buddy? Shout out from Raymond Romney to everyone there. Now, what else we need to know about this tournament? What can we expect from the teams, the level of softball that people are going to see from these teams? Because you guys went to the tournament a number of times, so you guys should be able to give the listeners an impression of the level of softball that they're going to see on during these matches.
Well, our level is almost the same thing, but this is a higher level. Because the guys are from Kibusu and our work, most of them is from baseball players, so baseball stopped in
Former
Kibusu,
baseball,
yeah. Baseball stopped in Kibusu for sure. During this time, baseball stopped in Kibusu.
So they bring up
the best of the best gotta come, so St.Maarten always try the best and do the best. We have three home teams, so one must prevail.
Definitely, and this is the first time for Sluggers in the tournament because Sluggers are a new team, but Superstars participated because I saw them last year in Curacao myself. They participated last year. So, hey, shout out Francis Franken. Francis, I gotta ask Francis. Francis, leave us know if Vargas coming, man. Well, Vargas registered here because he played games in the regular competition. If I'm mistaken, I think I saw him pitch in the regular competition here on St.Maarten. He pitched a game. Am I correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Vargas could come for sure. That's not in violation of the rule.
He
Yeah. Wow. That guy is a good pitcher, man. Extremely good pitcher. How important is pitching in a tournament like this?
This ABCS is very, 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 very important. It's not about pitching alone too, you know, you need your team.
I mean, you got bat.
You need your team also to
Back and field.
Yeah, you're not unhittable for sure, you know. Somebody must touch you. But your team need to back you up with batting and getting the runs in.
Now, the home run fence, because when I was down there in what? Sufek. These guys, they were belting a lot of home runs. Which fence we using? The wall or the regular league fence? Which fence we go is being
right now? We have a late set back with a fence. We're trying to still trying to get a fence. If we don't get a fence, we'll just have to go to the whole field.
The whole field.
Yeah.
But I think that's best, boy. I think that's best.
I
think that's best.
But then again, normally we do play with fence.
Okay.
And the guys them do come the home runs.
Is there a particular? So the fence would be the way you would put the fence on the league distance. The distance the league uses was 275 meters. Okay, and the real fence is at how the current fence is at
325,
325,
350, 375, somewhere around there.
Ah,
But it's
okay.
difficult because we have St.Maarten
Yeah,
guys that do it
yeah.
also.
Yeah. Should be able to should work. Give them a little challenge, man. I see those fellas that were hitting home runs over 12-foot and 20-foot fence and all that kind of thing. So give them a little challenge, and then you got that wind coming down there, that pond breeze coming down there. Back some of it. If the wind changes, then you're in problems. If the direction of the wind changes, which has been fluctuating these days.
But what's good about it too is while we playing, all of us have to use the seam bats.
Yes, you mentioned that last time.
That's something in the tournament. This is one of the big rules. You have to use the seam bats.
So what's the thinking behind that? Explain to listeners the thinking behind using the same bats. How does the bat influence? Because I see some fellas get some $500 and $600 bat there that they just touch the ball down.
Yeah, but what it basically is telling you is like you can't come tomorrow and say because of the bats you win.
Yeah.
It's not everybody using the same bats here. You just have to choose the right one because there's some bats there that are capable of doing just like what your bat is doing. So they give everybody equal chance.
What about the balls? The type of ball that you can use? Is there a special ball that you have to use as well? I know sometimes there's a softer ball, compound ball. Is there any rules on the
Close to the fast pitch ball.
So the fastest is a harder ball.
Very hard ball.
So that means when you touch that, are gone.
I mean, you were there last year.
I was. When you touch that, are gone indeed. All right. Now, the tournament, remind us again of all the important details from the tournament. Who's coming again for the listeners who may have just joined in? Who's coming from Aruba? Because we got a Rubiano down, we got a shout out to them. Any special flight coming in from Aruba? Oh, they were here for Carnival already. This year we didn't have a special flight from Aruba and Curacao for Carnival. No. Because usually you would get a special flight. All right, so tell us, who's coming from Aruba?
Okay, so recap on the whole tournament. We have Happy Brothers coming from Aruba.
Mm-hmm.
We have Sikosa coming from Curacao. We have Swift coming from Curacao. Terremoto from Curacao. We have Thunders from Statia. And then from St.Maarten, we have the Controllers, the Superstars, and the Sluggers. So this is the first time that Sluggers and Thunders from Statia will be participating in the tournament. So of course that is also something exciting to see when you have new teams joining in. I mean, there are players that are played, but now of course they come as their own team. The tournament will be from May 8th to 12th. We're starting on the Wednesday at 7 o'clock. So you have to come out by 7 o'clock to be ready for the games. All games will be starting on time. We're not delaying unless it's really weather against us, but we're going to start all games on time. Thursday and Friday games will start at 1 o'clock into the weekend. We're going to go semis and the finals will be, of course, the Saturday and the Sunday. The top 6 teams from
Each
the
pool?
8 teams
Well,
will
from
be
the-
participating. So the top 3 from each pool will go into the semis, and then we go into 4 teams for the playoffs, and then the finals is at 5 o'clock on Sunday. After the finals, then we're going to go straight into the dancing part, which is the controllers band from 7 to 10 p.m. on the field.
Now I noticed you didn't mention an opening ceremony. No opening ceremony, because
No, that is actually something that the ABC decided, let's say mutually, to not have the opening ceremony, as it's with the time consuming and everything.
Okay.
So we
So ABC is just focusing on playing ball.
playing and winning.
Okay.
So something of course maybe might change over time, but what happened to, especially when you have like 16 teams and everything, your schedule is already compact. So eventually they said, okay, opening takes too much time, so they have actually taken it out for the last years.
No,
But you never know.
it might pop up.
Yeah, we
But you
hope.
never know, it might change because of less teams. But we didn't put it because of the amount of teams that get with this stuff.
Initially.
Well, you got action-packed schedule, and I think we could contain a few showers of blessings. So,
Which minister will get to come? Which minister?
what were they signing yesterday, man? They signing yesterday. Hey, congratulations to Lyndon Lewis, the new Minister of Sports. So Lyndon Lewis, he got to prepare himself to come out here to open the ABCS if needed, because he's the new Minister of Sports. Now, Blade, you live in Aruba a long time. Happy Boys from San Nicolas?
No.
From San Nicolas or from
They're from Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz?
Yeah.
Santa Nicolas ain't gonna no softball teams that participate in this.
Right now, I think they have a team that participated years back.
I asked him because my brother always tell me playing softball long there. I figure he would be one of the
No,
teams.
but the team that your brother is playing in, I think they will be going. No, I think the tournament from them will be keeping in Aruba. ABCS, but 15, 60 plus.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they will be in Aruba.
Okay. Maurits, you were saying?
Oh, he was saying that you do have the crushers and so from San Nicolas, but
Okay.
those teams are not coming this year, but they did participate last year.
All right. Blade, Maurits, let me give you your final words before we close off. We got some other guests to come into the studios here with us. Your final words, anything you want the radio listeners and our online viewers to know?
Thank you for having me. Just come out and support your local teams. Come out and support the bar and kitchen.
All right. Any special drinks you have by the bar in the kitchen?
You need to come
No
out to
wutu.
know. Yeah, come out to see. Come out to get ready.
All right, Jamila, your final words before we close off with
Well,
you.
thank you everyone, for the radio listeners, for listening to our program. We do hope to see you next week. Come out and enjoy and have fun.
All right. The man himself,
Birthday boy.
the birthday boy.
What I would like to say, I wanted before we leave, thanks to everybody too. Thanks to you too for having us. This is our Simple Sports Foundation. I'd like to thank all the people being around us that help us out, Marcos, whoever all. They say things stopping here. But I would like to touch on, just before I leave, on the piece with the airline. This is something that we've been going through for years. It's not only now. It's when we leaving to travel to Aruba Jet Air and Winged, it does not even look to let me deal with this and let me get it set up, because it's the years the team doing the same thing every year. Teams that even sometimes they got teams in Curacao that can't reach to Bonaventure, they have to wait and all kind of thing. So this is something
Connection between Ireland and the
we
airfare
need to
is
get that
extremely.
fixed. Yeah. Thank you very much. I hope everybody come out, have fun. The most important thing, respect yourself and have a good time.
Hey, radio listeners, the place to be is the Irwin Baco Richardson Little League Baseball Stadium from May 8th to the 12th. Action-packed softball. We'll be right back after the break with some more guests. All right. Hey,
Thank you very much. Man.
Much success,
Hope to see
man.
you. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
So,
hey, all the best.
okay, enjoy. You're getting twice.
Yeah.
Twice within 2 weeks.
No problem.
Enjoy your day.
All right, take care. We're back. Welcome back to the program. And if you're tuned in online, you can already see in our new guests in the studios here with us. We have, of course, this is what, the 5th or the 6th college showcase. So we have representative from here with us is, of course, the president of, we start off with the president of the St.Maarten Football Federation, Mr. Johnny Singh. Johnny, welcome back. Grab the microphone there. How are you doing? How are things going?
Good morning, listeners. Yes, thank you for having us back. It's a packed house today. Yeah, but
we love it that way. We love it that way. Once it's sports.
Yes, we have 3 guests here with us today who's part of the college showcase. I want to say welcome to St.Maarten again, and yes, thank you for being here with us.
All right, tell us, introduce your guest. Tell us who you brought along with you, Mr. Singh.
Yes, as usual, we know Randy's been here from the beginning, onset. He's one of them, the key who's here for years.
Yeah, Shaw State University. Shaw University.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And Mr. Philip from Monroe College, first time on St. Maarten.
Mm-hmm.
He brought the blessing with us with the rain. Sorry guys, we blame it for that. And then Alex is the second time with him.
Alex is the second time from
yes.
Bonaventure College.
Yes.
All right, guys, let me start off with Randy, of course, because you've been here a few times. So what are the expectations this time for being here?
Thank you again for having us. It's actually my 4th year in a row now in St. Maarten, and I guess first observations every year, more organized, more professional, more involvement. I think from the players and from the community. So just excited to see how every year it's just gotten better. It's gotten bigger and it's gotten better. Expect to see the quality that we've seen. We've had the fortunate experience to have our first player from St. Maarten actually graduate from Shaw University this year, and so we hope to continue that relationship that we've had with the federation and continue to bring top players to the U.S.
All right. So let's go over to Philip from Monroe College. Welcome to the island. Of course, your first time. So tell us a bit about Monroe College and your program, the soccer program at Monroe College.
Oh, okay, so Monroe College is basically located in New Rochelle, which is like, I would say, 20 minutes away from Manhattan. So great place for players coming in. So there's a lot of things to do. If there's nothing to do in New Rochelle, you can easily hop on the train and just go straight to Manhattan. There's 1,000 things you can go see.
Minutes away from all the action.
Yeah, that's true. So Monroe College is basically Division 1 NJCIA, which is JUCO college. So that's the best way for the players coming into the United States, to go for 2 years, get the degree, and after 2 years we're sending almost 90% guys to top division school. So and also for the last 5 years we won 3 nationals championships. So we're doing good so far.
That's a great program. All right. Let's go over to Philip. That's Alex. Alex from Bonaventure College. Tell us a bit about your program at Bonaventure College and which division is your school in?
Yeah, so St. Bonaventure is a Division I program located in upstate New York, so kind of around Buffalo, New York area. So Division I, so it's technically the highest level of competition in college athletics, and we compete in a very good conference as well. It's called the Atlantic 10 Conference. So very high standard, very good academics all around. It's actually on the smaller side of Division I universities. We only have about 2,300 students.
Okay.
So it's usually one of the smaller Division I schools in the United States. More so, they're about 10, 15, 30, sometimes 50,000 students. So we're on the smaller side in terms of enrollment.
Okay.
Going on my 5th season here. It's my 2nd time in St. Maarten, and we have the luxury of traveling all across the world, and love coming back to the Caribbean.
Wow, welcome. We're glad to have you. Now, student athletes, what does a week, a day in the life of a student athlete at your school look like? I mean, I don't know. Anyone could chime in on it. What should a student athlete expect at your institution, for example? How does?
Yeah. So the players, when they come and start preseason, they'll report first week of August.
Okay.
And the first game is usually, let's just say, around like August 25th, August 27th. So they have about 2.5, 3 weeks of preseason. So the general student population is not in school yet. So it's just you, football, eat, sleep, get treatment, more football, repeat. So it is kind of nice having that luxury to where we have the players before, you know, the distractions of school and everything gets in the way. So the season, depending on how well you do, usually will end first week in November around that time. And the average season is about 18 to 20 games.
18 to 20.
18 to 20 games. So it's a very quick, compact, stressful season from start to finish. So with us, we actually train bright and early at 7 a.m. It's going to vary on university to university based on class schedules. But we have to go at 7 a.m. just because class schedules get really conflicting. So it is a lot of time management, you know, with, you know, being just a normal human. You know, we want you to enjoy your experience with training, with games about 2 times a week. Usually the traditional schedule is every Wednesday and Saturday that you're playing. Sometimes maybe even 3 games a week. So it is a very quick, stressful, strenuous season in that short time.
In that short time.
Yeah.
All right. Now, let me ask. Are you guys recruiting for specific positions on your team at this moment, or are you just?
Yeah. So for example, in Monroe College, we're looking for a lot of players. Basically, like last year we had a roster of 120 guys. So basically, we were looking for a lot of players. Like, you know, we have
different positions.
Different positions.
No specific position.
I would say keepers, because it's not easy to find good keepers. So I would say we can have a lot of keepers, because with 120 guys, like if we can have 6-7 keepers, that's perfect. You know, even the competition. So Monroe College is basically very high level, and there's huge competition for a lot of players. So that's what we like as the coaches. And like Coach Alex said, the preseason is the most important thing for us, because you know, we have basically 4 weeks where we practice every single day. It's sometimes twice a day, so we can see, you know, we can see players for 4 weeks, and after that we're making decisions who's gonna play on the first team and who's gonna play on the second team.
And is there a lot of international players on your squad? How's that balance of and everyone can answer?
So I don't know about the other guys here, but we have an incredibly diverse roster. I have players from all over the world. I think last year we had all 6 continents represented. I mean, I was not going to have anyone from Antarctica, but but the other 6 continents represented, and I think there's a real value in that, not just in the playing on the field, but in the life lessons and world learned kind of off the field, and that getting exposed to different people from different backgrounds, often very different from the one you came from, I think just makes you a better human being. And so that's an important benefit, I think, but it also it makes for some very good football if you can get all the players from the different parts of the world on the same page.
On the same page.
Yeah, so in Monroe College, basically, I think we have, I would say, 80% of students from around the world. So we're always trying to get like at least 20 to 30 players, local guys, like from Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, but the rest is basically from Europe. For the couple of years, we start getting a lot of players from Japan, because like we find out that there's a lot of good Japanese players. So we always need especially the way we play in Monroe College, we're trying to keep the ball. So we always need at least 6-7 Japanese players, because they are very good on the ball. So
they are very good with the ball.
Yeah. So yeah.
But keeping possession of the ball.
Yeah, that's it. So that's basically what it's more about.
Yeah, and likewise with Randy and Philip. I mean, we're very international, and that kind of just is a reality in college soccer, because obviously football is played in every corner of the world. So we have players from Europe, South America, Central America, all over Canada. We actually have we had a player from U.S. Virgin Islands, and we have another one coming in. He was born in St. Vincent and Grenadines and moved to Canada a little bit ago. But yeah, just your typical college soccer roster is going to be very, very international. There's a lot of those players that come over and pursue a degree.
Now, freshmen, because how do you look at that? If you, for example, recruit a freshman, are they able to play on the team? Is there spots on the team for freshmen?
Yeah, so I would say like the JUCO college is the best, especially for the freshmen, because like I said, us as a college, we're trying to prepare them for those 2 years. And after 2 years, they can transfer to the top division. So that's why JUCO college is the best for the freshmen, because they can come and they can basically play every single game. And after those 2 years, they can go ready to play NCAA schools. Because sometimes if you send a freshman straight to NCAA school, sometimes he's not even playing for the 2 years. So that's why it's easy, for the freshmen just come to JUCO, play every single game, get this experience, and then be ready to transfer.
I would just add that we are soccer coaches, right? Or football coaches. At the end of the day, we get paid to win, right? And so, the top players who are in the top form at the time of the match, whether they're a freshman or a senior or anything,
it doesn't really matter.
At the end of the day.
So the important part is the quality of the player and what's needed for the team to win.
Absolutely.
All right, radio listeners, if you just joined us, in tune to Sports Forum here on PJD2 Part 2. We are speaking to representative from, the president of the St.Maarten Football Federation, Mr. Johnny Singh. Long time we haven't seen you back in here in the studio, Mr. Singh. Well, what's like you're here? Let's get some updates on what's going on, because I know you have a busy program going on. Your youth league is booming. You also have female soccer that is coming along good. And you should be in preparation now for Nation League. That's coming up again.
Yes, we're in the final phase of the youth program. I think today is the last day for the under 9, under 13, and under 17 games. And then we have the senior league that's going on, hopefully because of Carnival break. We give them a break, and next week they're going to start back with that. Then we have the veteran league, what we call the Master League. That's
the Legend League.
The Legends. Yes, it's interesting competition, at that age to be still competing for the World Cup, you can say. Very intense game, so that's going on very good. And then next week, Monday at 7 o'clock, we have the draw for the Nation League again. That's coming up later this year.
Okay.
And then we have also next the 16th of August, the 14 national team leaving for Antigua to play the U14 Caribbean Cup.
Okay. And what about the FIFA membership? You guys got any word on that as yet? Or?
It's still ongoing. Right now, FIFA told us they have to hold back. We have some, it's an administrative error, so we have to hold back on it. So we're not sure. We missed the upcoming Congress in May. This year we had this month we had a Congress. That was our aim. We didn't make it. So now we have to wait for the next Congress, hopefully in December also. But for now, everything's on hold until then.
Okay.
I think locally also, I want to thank the government again. We have a beautiful pitch again, so I think the players are enjoying the field. So yeah, overall, it's very good.
Very good. So, and the renovation of the entire facility is supposed to come on stream very soon, I've been told.
Yes, it's been 2017 to now. It's like 7 years going. So it's due. I find it's due, and I think I want to thank everyone who played part of it to have the field ready. This field here, the new turf, it was a bit dangerous. The coaches was here, they could speak about it. And you could see the development of players, and exciting when they're playing on the new pitch compared to what they used to play.
But it's up to standards now, because now you should be able to hold your home games here. Maybe not.
Not yet. The playing surface is perfect. It's game ready, international ready, but the entire stadium now needs to tweak that.
Okay.
Up to par.
All right, let me go back over to Alex and from St. Bonaventure College. Now, if a player receives an offer from you, are there still academic requirements that they have to adhere to? Tell us a bit about that, so that parents and anyone listening get an idea that it's not only soccer.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. Academics. That is the most important, because first of all, you have to be accepted into a university. Us as coaches, we really sometimes don't have that much say in terms of a student being accepted. So academics are important. And secondly, so how it works, it's going to vary from university to university, but you're going to receive an academic scholarship based on your grades. And if you have very good grades, you'll receive a lot of academic scholarship. If you don't, well, again, you might not be accepted in university. Otherwise, you're going to be receiving a very, very low academic scholarship. So sometimes that can cut the cost of school in half if you have very, very good grades.
Good grades.
So all in all, grades are number one.
All right, let's go over to Philip. How does work at Monroe College? I guess it's what are the minimum requirements? However, is there?
So I would say Monroe College is not too crazy. So basically, the dual English, that's the big one. That's the test for the guys. You have to get over 80, which is not hard to get it. And then of course the grades. The GPA I would say is gotta be about 2.5, so which is not hard to get. So that's basically about Monroe College, and the process is quick, to be honest. You just have to upload all the information like the transcript, then you have to do the test, and basically this is pretty much that's it. So there's not too much process going on in Monroe.
All right. Now you just mentioned Randy, that you had a graduate at one of the St.Maarten. That I think that's Miss Arundel.
Yes.
Her last name.
Yeah.
Musha Arundel. Yes. So she graduated, and I think she also became champs with the team.
Yes, the women's team they were small college national champions this year, and she was an important contributor to that, and I think had a wonderful 2-year experience there. She transferred from school in Amsterdam to us, and really I think enjoyed her time and experience and in doing that. We also have a player in our men's team who will be in his 3rd year next year. So he's making progress towards his degree and still contributing here to the national team when he can. And he's a busy guy, but he's worked out very well for us.
Okay. Now, what are some of the challenges that international students face, or coming into athletic programs like this? What are some of the things that when you speak to athletes, you tell them, hey, listen, this is something that you have to look out for, besides academics, of course?
I would say language. Sometimes that's the huge problem, especially the guys coming from Japan. Like basically, they don't.
Language is a big problem. Yeah.
And just commitment. You just gotta be ready. Like, to be honest, the student life is easy. You just gotta wake up, go to school, go to practice, and just do 100% off and on the field. So simple life, good life as a student. Yeah.
No, I know in some divisions, the student athletes have a specific meal program, or they have access to. How does that work at your school? Because athletes are always hungry.
Yeah. No, it's funny. So kind of how it works is, if you're an incoming freshman or first year student, you'll just be given a standard meal plan.
Okay.
So each student has a student ID card. You go into the main dining hall, swipe, buffet style, all you can eat. So it's actually really nice.
So there's no special treatment for the athletes with unlimited meals and snacks and stuff like that?
As Alex said, it's often buffet style, so they can eat. There's no doubt about that.
They can fuel up. And then we also have a dietitian and nutritionist that's hired by our athletic department. So she'll have a lot more specific snacks and foods in her office for student athletes, just to make sure they're eating properly and taking care of their body.
Okay, fantastic. Now, how does it work with accommodations for student athletes or for the soccer team? Are they required to live on campus, or are they living together in a dorm? How does it work at your institution?
I think it's a good question, and as Alex has already pointed out, it does differ, from school to school. But most colleges and universities have both on and off campus housing options. Some have requirements for students to live on campus for a year or two to help make that transition. Generally speaking, it's easier to live on campus just because the cafeteria is there and the classes are there, and you don't have transportation issues and things. But I think, as you going back to your last question, I think that's the biggest challenge especially for a player from St.Maarten, is the U.S. is a very big country, right? And so in Buffalo, New York, where Alex is, or even Philip in New York, close to New York City, and then me in the South, these are very different parts of the country. And I think that transition of just understanding how big the U.S. and how different life is and the weather is and all of those things, I think that's the biggest challenge. But I don't think, as Philip pointed out, I think the school part and the food part and all that, they're pretty easy. But I think it's that transition it's a much bigger, much different place.
All right. Philip, how does...
Yeah, in Monroe College, we got huge two dorms for the students, so it's easy for everybody. Like, everything is around, so you don't have to, walk to your classroom for like 10 minutes. So everything is basically outside. Same thing with the cafeteria. I think the food in Monroe is very good. You go to cafeteria, you have 5-6 stations with the food. You can get a sandwich. You want salad, you can get a salad. You can get a meal or something else. So there's a lot of options in Monroe College. And like I said about the dorms, we have dorms with the rooms, I would say, from 2 to 4 guys per room, so you're always with your teammates, so that's also good for us as coach, to keep all those guys together. So I think that's how everything works.
That's perfect. All right, now let me go back over to Alex. All programs have values and ideals. Now, what are some of the values that your program try to bring out in the student athletes?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So obviously we talked about academics here and a little bit about athletics, But we, as a coaching staff, we put a lot of time, effort, and research into team culture. So as I mentioned, we are, relatively smaller university. So I want to say probably 20% of the students are student athletes at the university, so it's a very, very small campus. And having with that small campus, we put a lot of time and effort into team culture. So at the end of the day, we have a list of team values that the team came up with themselves. We just say, just be the best teammate possible. Just be the best teammate possible. Don't be a good one, be the best one. Be a absolutely great teammate. And how we kind of operate within our program is, yes, we want players with good grades. Yes, we want players that can play at our level, but we want good individuals all around.
Randy, anything you want to add?
Yeah, I think most programs are built around a set of core values. We have 5 that kind of drive us, and education's at the very top of those 5. But Alex brings up a good point. Successful teams in the U.S., given the number of games we play, given by the time our season's over, the weather challenges and all the other things we have to deal with, you have to have a good culture, and it has to be a team-driven culture, and that will get you to success. And so you'll see a lot of not just investment in individuals, but investment in team building. Discussions around what makes a successful team or teammate, as Alex pointed out, and it's something you learn as a coach, that you can have great players, but if they're not playing together, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Much. Yeah.
You want to?
Yeah, I would just say in Monroe, for us as a coaches, is to have all those players ready to transfer after 2 years. So we're trying to help them. Like I said before, we're sending almost 90% players to Division I top teams. So for us as a coaches, I always saying my players, like, soccer is important, but you have to have plan B, which is education. So we always trying, force them to do good in class, because like Coach Alex said before, sometimes if you have good grades, you can, after you transfer 2 years, you can get, like, I would say from 10 to 15,000 extra money from another school.
From another school.
Yeah, but just for education. So that's important too. So as a coach in Monroe, that's the most important thing for us.
Now, any players out of your program over the last couple of years made it into the MLS, or?
No, not during my time. Honest truth, maybe 2 this upcoming year. Maybe 2 players. Obviously, they got to perform. Injuries can't happen. But I would say maybe 2 for this upcoming year. But again, it's you have 210 Division I programs with 205 Division II programs. I mean, Division II, the top Division II teams are basically Division I teams. And then likewise with NAI, which is a different athletic association, the standard is very, very good as well.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to find out how many guys, but like from Monroe College, I would say we got like at least 5 guys that went straight to MLS. Not straight from Monroe, but they did 2 years and then transferred somewhere else and then playing MLS. And also there's, I would say, 10 to 15 guys playing pro like in Europe. So like last 2 years we sent keeper Oliver, who was playing for us. Then he transferred to Marshall, and now he's playing for Philadelphia Union. So We have a lot of good guys in Monroe.
Well, and the pro pathway in the U.S. has grown quite a bit over the last few years. We have additional pro leagues and semi-professional leagues, and so there are a lot of opportunities. Maybe not MLS as the very top league, but there are a lot of pathways for players to come in to continue to grow past the college experience and other opportunities. So, and that's changed a lot and grown a lot in the last few years in the U.S.
All right. Mr. Singh, let me go back over to you. The college showcase is taking place. It started. When did it start?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
It was official start for the training.
Okay. So how was it set up? Is there walk-ins or no? How?
It was pre-registered for players.
Okay.
We extend our invitation to the friend side, our neighbor, and also Anguilla. I have a few players here. So yes, we're looking forward to extending to more Caribbean islands because I think the more players we get together, the better it's also for the coaches to come and see.
Correct.
Yeah, also before we finish, I think it's about time I want to thank our sponsors. We always forget them. Nagico Insurance is one of the top sponsors for this program since the onset. So 4 years in a row they've been sponsoring us. And also Simpson Bay Resort. It's a hotel that all the coaches make available for us. And also PJD as usual. And the coaches here, we always come to the radio station.
Of course. And I saw you had a press conference yesterday at Nagico. But what is going to happen? What's happening today from the showcase? So what activities do you have today?
Today the teams that are going to play against each other. We have about 40 players, I think, hopefully going to be there.
So 40 players.
Yes, and the coach is going to they will form teams and they play against each other. In the game experience, you see the player better in his elements. You do what you have to do in the game. Creative and everything you see during the game, you can pick it out from there. So the coach is going to sit down and observe the game, analyze the players, them also give the key pointers, what they think the players need to do for them.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask, I'll be closing out because we're running on time. When you're looking at this game, at the game later tonight, just in case any of the players are listening, what are you really looking for in a player?
No, that's a good question because we could go on and on about that. But at the end of the day, yes, again, academics, team culture, but athletics, is up there, right? I mean,
it's good speed.
Yeah, this is our full-time job, so we have to find players that can compete at our level.
At a high level.
And that's first and foremost, technically, athletically, and of course, the mental part as well.
And very important.
Yeah,
Philip?
For me, I would say decision making, that's the big one, especially for us as a Monroe College, because the way we play in Monroe is based on 2 touches or 1 touch, so that's why yesterday I did one.
So it's almost like the European football, the Dutch football system. Manchester United. Yeah. I see.
Yeah, so that's why I did yesterday. I did 1 session with the girls, and I started to do some possession, so I can see right away if the girls can keep the ball 1 touch, 2 touch. So that's what I'm looking for basically.
Right, no holding long, no individual actions.
Yeah, not speed, of course. Like we need
speed makes a big
speed up too. So that's the big one.
Randy, what are you looking for?
I would just say, do your job and be special at it. So if you're an outside player, can you get up and down the field? And when you have the ball, can you be special in your moments? If you're a defensive player, do you win your individual battles? I mean, I just do your job and do it well. And then I think that's really what I'm looking for.
All right. Mr. Singh, your final words before we close off the program. We over time. You thank the sponsors. Any other?
Yes, I want to say for the players, them to believing in us, to be here, and also the coaches to come in, Alex, Randy, and Philip to be here with us. I know it's a challenging time for the players and also with Carnival, and then we had a blessing these last couple of days, but nevertheless, the players are showing up, the interest is there, and it's something we are doing to help develop St.Maarten and the whole, because we're sending players out there, but they're going for study also. It's part of the curriculum to study and come back better individuals to St.Maarten and assist football.
All right. You guys got a chance to get a peek at the carnival activities?
Maybe today. After the game day.
All right. I see Alex. I see you wearing a PSV shirt. They're on course to win their 25th championship today or tomorrow.
Yeah, they already won it. I think they already won it.
Yes.
Yeah, last week. So I was.
No, they have to confirm it today.
Yeah,
I think the final game.
Yeah. So I was actually recruiting over in Netherlands, and there were 2 showcases in Eindhoven, and I had a free day actually So I went to see PSV versus Arsenal, a Champions League match. Bought a last minute ticket, found out the game was happening, and it was an incredible experience all around. So, got to tour Eindhoven. I actually walked into their training facility. It's like in a county park. You can just walk right there. And ended up seeing the game, got a t-shirt, got a scarf, and now
The rest is history. All right. Philip, your final words before we close off.
Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for having us here. That's great experience for us as a coaches to be here and hopefully get a lot of guys to Monroe.
All right. Randy.
4 years now. I mean, that's all I need to say.
You're almost a St.Maarten. We're going to give you a passport just now.
might have to. But yeah, I think that's it. I think it's something I look forward to every year. And as I said in my opening comments, it's every year gotten better. It's gotten bigger. It's gotten better. It's gotten more professional. And so thanks to the Federation, radio station, all the sponsors have been with it since really the beginning. And we just really an enjoyable experience.
All right. I want to thank you guys for being with us here and much success. Hope that you guys are able to select a lot of St.Maarten players to join your program. Mr. Singh, congratulations on a fantastic, fantastic organization, all your efforts. And I want to wish you all the best. Radio listeners, we owe you over time. Master D, thanks for some additional time. In closing, let me just say, be contented with what you have while you're working on what you want. Until next week, take care. Bye-bye.
All right.
All right.
Good job.
Hey.